Welcome to the Goalbusters Expert Peak Productivity Tips podcast, where top business experts get just 7 minutes to answer 5 rapid-fire questions about what they do and how they stay productive. Each episode is packed with actionable insights to help boost your efficiency and achieve your goals. Let's dive in and unlock the secrets to peak performance. Well, hello everyone. My name is Robin J. Emden and I am an accountability coach and the author of Get Resultsology, the science of getting stuff done. I work with people who run their own business. No boss, distractions everywhere, and never enough hours in the day. Together, we cut through the noise, sharpen their focus, and follow through on the big ideas that actually move the needle. That's what I call the momentum formula. Do it today, profit tomorrow, and repeat. If that sounds like the kind of breakthrough that you have been looking for, then you're in exactly the right place. And speaking of being in exactly the right place, I am delighted to welcome our guest expert today, Nicole Cramer. Nicole is a sales conversation coach, keynote speaker, and exactly what to say certified guide who works with professionals to master their sales conversations through connection, psychology, and leadership. A former #1 Fortune 500 salesperson, Nicole now teaches sales psychology, strategic communication, and human connection to help clients sell with integrity, influence with purpose, and lead themselves to bigger opportunities, all through the power of self-leadership. I'm really looking forward to this. Nicole, welcome to Goalbusters.
Thank you, Robin. I'm excited to be here.
I'm excited you are here too. I really am. Whereabouts in the world are you, Nicole?
I am in Ohio currently in the United States.
Oh, fabulous. All right. So I think we've established that you've got coffee on the go and I'm sat here in a British heat wave, which means it's slightly warm outside, drinking cold drinks. So I think I'd rather have the coffee, to be honest. But anyway, it's the wrong time of day for that. Shall we do the questions?
Let's do it.
All right. I'll get the clock going. And there it goes. So first, Nicole, could you tell me, please, who is your ideal client?
My ideal client is somebody who values people over profits and processes, and all of that stuff is important. However, the people are the most important piece. And it's somebody who wants to sell and help people, but doesn't want to feel salesy, doesn't want to feel pushy, but really wants to show up and do a good job in helping the people that they care about. So sales professionals, women in leadership positions, anyone who's stepping into high touch relationship-based sales, who knows that conversations are the way to create opportunities.
Yes, conversations, relationships. Yeah, perfect.
Relationships.
Yeah, I love that. So you've alluded to it already, and we've mentioned it a little bit in the introduction, but perhaps you could elaborate, please, on what is the problem or problems that you generally solve?
Yeah, it's the same thing that I felt when I first started in sales. I didn't want to feel salesy. I didn't want to feel pushy, but I certainly knew that I had something that could help people, but I wanted to communicate it in a way that felt like it was helpful and not me trying to sell somebody something. So the problem that I solve is really how to not fear rejection and not let rejection be the thing that holds you back, and how to know what to say so that you're creating the outcomes that you want to create in your conversations. And I think that that's the biggest challenge for people is they know the activity is how they can create results, but what happens in that activity when we show up? We've got to know what to say, we've got to be confident, and we've got to know how to help people make decisions. So that's what I help people do.
Yeah, and fear of rejection is just huge, isn't it? That's such a big one. All right, so what is one valuable free action that our audience can implement that will help them to solve these problems?
It's going to sound a little contradictory, but stop selling. And all I mean by that is I think we push too hard for a sale instead of approaching it as helping someone make a buying decision. So we ultimately don't want to sell things to people if they don't need it. And when we approach conversations, that should really be the first most important thing that we do is uncover the need and make sure that it's something that the person really needs. And if it is, and there's an actual problem or a pain point or a challenge, then let's help them make a decision that it's something that they want to do something about. So instead of really going in trying to pitch people or, share how do I articulate my value? how about we go in looking to help people make a decision?
Yeah, beautiful. And I think you are genuinely the first American I have ever heard utter the words "stop selling."
Not
But
a popular thing.
yeah,
It's
but I take
in
your
a world
point.
of, yeah, in a world of action and results and outcomes. It can be a little strange to say, but I think you're going to create a lot more outcomes if you show up looking to help people make decisions.
Yeah, and of course, more sales, which, yeah,
Yeah.
beautifully
Yeah.
said. Beautifully said. All right, so now that we have a better understanding of what you do, let's dive into goal busting, focusing on to how to maximize productive time to achieve your business goals. Nicole, could you share any tips or advice for someone looking to improve their productivity habits?
You know, it's interesting because I'm reading this book right now and it's all about embracing. It's a like productivity book, and it's all about embracing your limitations and accepting that you have them and accepting that you're never going to get it all done. And so interestingly enough, instead of doubling down on trying to be more about time blocking or more efficient, I would say embrace your limitations and get focused on what actually does need to be done, and stay focused on the important things, not trying to get everything done.
Yeah, actually, I love that. I could probably talk to you about that all day. Embracing your limitations. It's about self-acceptance and it's about relaxing more into who you really are and all of that kind of thing. And a big
Yeah.
topic. And I just think life's too short to try and be something that you're not, personally.
Yeah. And then you miss out on life because in the interest of being so productive and efficient, you end up missing out on what life actually is. And I think that's really what are we trying to be more efficient for, so that we can go enjoy our lives? Well, what if we just started
Exactly.
enjoying more of our lives?
Exactly. Well, and also you're reading a book on productivity. I've written a book on productivity, and the thing I say again and again and again, no one wants to be more productive.
Mm-mm.
Everybody wants what that gives them. No one wants more money, for example.
Right.
What they want is what they can do with it. I mean, yeah, okay,
Right.
people do. There are people that are just obsessed with making more money. They're just sad people. But if they want more money because they have something that they want to do with it, it's what you can buy with it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's exactly the same with productivity. I'm not interested in helping people more productive. I'm interested in helping people get results.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
nobody wants lunges. Nobody
Yes.
wants bicep curls. They
Yes.
want the results, right, of what
Yes.
that gives them. Nobody wants the plane ride to Paris, but they
Yes.
want the Louvre and they
Yeah.
want, right? So it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, how can we see like what's the end result and how can we stay focused and still enjoy the journey? I think that's a big thing too, Robin, is we miss out.
Yes. Enjoy the journey. Yeah. I mean, it's all about getting there. It's all about the final destination. No, it's not. Your life
The
is a
only real
journey.
final destination is death.
Exactly. Exactly. Okay, let's not go there. That's too depressing.
Yeah.
All right. So finally, Nicole, what should I have asked you today that I didn't? And what is your answer, please?
Mm, I think maybe it would be around sales failures, because I didn't become a sales coach because I had it all figured out and I did it all the right way. I started helping people because I know how it feels to fear rejection. I know how it feels to hold yourself back from what you really want to do because you're not sure what to say and you're not sure how to show up confidently. And I think that's one of the best gifts that we can give to people, is be fully transparent and share our vulnerable sides and not pretend like we have it all together. I don't teach this work to people because I figured it all out and I had it all together from the start. And I think that that's a really important share that we can give to people, is we're all kind of figuring it out as we go.
There's a big difference between the British culture and the American culture, which is most Americans in business will tell you that it's about failing forward and it's
Mm-hmm.
about learning from your failures. And you've alluded to that in your comment there. That's not exactly what you mean, but it's a little bit. Whereas in
Mm-hmm.
Britain, it's like, oh, you're a failure. Ooh, get out of here, not interested in you. And people feel it. They feel like, they feel judged and they don't want to be judged as a failure. Whereas it's part of the journey in American culture, and I love it. I've been to America many times, and I absolutely love that side of the culture. And it's coming here, but it's still a slow process. Let me just ask you my next and final question, which is, how can people reach you? And also, do you have like a valuable free resource they could get from you? Which I always say, it's a bit cheeky of me to ask for that, but I'm not being cheeky. I'm actually being very serious, and I'm trying to serve our audience and you by saying, well, is there a way that they can have a bigger taste of what you do and that's a good way of them finding out whether there's value in what you do for them, and you're not selling to them, as you say, you're just finding out how you can help, and that's the best way to do it.
Yeah. And if you don't ask, you don't get. I mean, at the end of the day, there is an important piece of the selling process, and you have to ask for what you want. So I am happy to share a resource with everyone who's looking to convert more of their opportunities in conversation into clients. So if you have sales calls and that's something that you know is very important to your outcomes, I have a discovery call template that you will want to download and follow. It's got 9 steps for you to follow on all of your sales calls that will create more of the outcomes that you want from those calls.
Fantastic. I love that. And I often say I'm going to go and get that, and I mean it when I say it, and this is one of those occasions. I'm definitely going to go and get that.
It's a game changer for sure.
It's a game changer for sure. Nicole Cramer, it has been a blast and fascinating to meet you. So many great insights. I love the culture about what you're doing, and it totally resonates for me about the integrity and about being yourself, all of that. Love it, love it, love it. In my opinion, and it is just my opinion, it's the only way to be in business. There are other people that will disagree, but I don't think you will, and that's what I feel.
Yep, agreed.
Okay, and on that harmonizing note, it is time to end our podcast. So everybody, please remember, keep goal busting and make your future self proud. Bye-bye. Thanks for tuning in to Goalbusters. If you're enjoying it, please subscribe, rate and review it on your favourite podcast platform. Your support is very much appreciated. And if you're ready to boost your online profits, skyrocket your productivity, crush procrastination and see a positive change in your bank balance, all within just 30 days, this is your opportunity. Take my free 5-day challenge at www.skyrocketyourproductivitychallenge.com.